The 1985 film, Return to Oz, was marketed as a family-friendly adventure that would entertain children and adults alike. However, upon its release, many viewers were left with a looming sense of dread and a very palpable feeling of unease. The movie is meant to be viewed as a spiritual sequel to the classic 1939 film, The Wizard of Oz, which was a whimsical and cheerful and very loose adaptation of L. Frank Baum's novel. Return to Oz, on the other hand, takes a very dark turn and presents a nightmarish version of Oz that is far from the colorful and magical land that we were familiar with. One of the most frightening aspects of the film is the portrayal of its villains. One of the main antagonists, Princess Mombi, is a malevolent witch who collects the heads of others and wears them as her own, changing them out accordingly depending on her mood. And the scene of her headless form, walking around, searching for a specific head, remains one of the most startling visuals in this supposed children's film to this day. A secondary class of particularly unsettling villains, which add to the film's frightening tone, is a gang of humanoid abominations called the Wheelers, a group of alarmingly strange creatures with wheels where their hands should be and wheels where their feet should be. The scene where they chase Dorothy and her chicken through the ruins of the Emerald City is reminiscent of a chase sequence directly out of an actual horror movie, and is sure to give any child nightmares. Another aspect of the film that may be frightening to children are the scenes which take place at the children's institution, in the real world of the film, rather than Oz itself. Before her arrival in Oz this time around, Dorothy is sent to an oppressive children's clinic to undergo electroshock therapy after she refuses to stop confiding in her aunt and uncle about her original adventures in Oz, tales which they, of course, do not believe. The institution itself is a grim, weird, dark, and very oppressive place, and the scenes of Dorothy undergoing the electroshock therapy are extremely difficult to watch. While Return to Oz was intended to be a movie for children, its dark and unsettling tone may be too frightening for many young viewers. The portrayal of terrifying villains, the use of special effects, and the depiction of mental illness are just a few of the elements that contribute to the film's frightening atmosphere, let alone the Gnome King, the talking rock monsters, the deadly desert, Jack, the Gump, and so on and so forth. While the movie has gained a cult following over the years, it is important for parents to consider the potential impact it may have on their own children before showing it to them. Unlike the kids of our generation, who were shown this movie with reckless abandon and permanently scarred by the film. But with that said, Return to Oz is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And yes, I said it. I said it before and I'll say it again. Return to Oz is most definitely a horror movie. So hearkening back to my comment about being permanently scarred by the film, I have to ask my fellow movie watchers of the same age as me, would we have it any other way? Thank you so much for hanging out, and as always, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to stay informed on all things TobattoVision. And if for some reason you just can't get enough of me and want more, check out my other YouTube channels as well, and feel free to hit me up on social media, where stuff really gets weird. I'll see you next time.